Hello, welcome back to my channel. I'm in West Wales. This is Barmouth. It's a whole year since I've done a YouTube video, so those of you who have, which I think is 47 as of this morning, thanks very much for sticking with me. Those of you who are new, I hope you'll like and subscribe. It's a beautiful day in early September, but I'm not staying here on the beach. We are heading towards Diffwys, Eryri, and ultimately the Rhinog Mountains. So let's get going and see if we can get set up on a nice camp to see the sunset. I very much hope you will stick around with me. A beautiful seaside town, Barmouth is, or Aberfraw, I think. Eryri in the distance, I think. Definitely somewhere to visit again. It's for us unfit people who haven't done a hike in about a year. That's a bit of a slog up there. Not too bad, but you know, sun is due to go down in about 1 hour and 45 minutes. So that doesn't leave me a lot of time. But I could do with finding a water source, because yeah, I'll be running low soon. It's a hot afternoon. Here we go. Coming up to the first wall now, so I know I'm on the right track. How about this though? Wow. Just wow. Oh. Yep, I'm sweating like a pig. I'm out of practice. But this is just stunning. A beautiful, beautiful place. Oh, okay, slow progress. The path goes up that hill, I think, but I just need to find somewhere with some water and then set up camp. Okay, so just had to take 20 minutes out to go and get myself some slightly iffy looking water. There's a lot of farmland and a lot of sheep around here, so although obviously it's a water filter, I'm going to hang on. I've still got that down there. I'm going to hang on and boil that and use it for my dehydrated meals, and whatever's left over I'll drink. But the path now is up that way. Oh, making no mistake, this section is hard going and you've not done any hiking in a while, certainly. Nearly at the top though of this section at least. Okay, that's far from a perfect pitch, as is usually the case with me, but it's okay. It's relatively flat. Just watching the sun going down. Beautiful. However, after me spending 20-25 minutes getting some water, getting up here to this bit where we're going to carry on down that way tomorrow, I've lost the water filter with water in, so I've got about probably 400 mils of water to last me tonight. Unless I just try and retrace my steps and find it, or I might leave that until the morning. Can't believe I've done it. How stupid. You lose concentration for a second. Anyway, I'm sure I'll survive. Ooh, so apologies again for the little bit of a dull video so far. I've not done much filming. I've been bodding about outside trying to get a bit of, star shots and astrophotography, so if they've worked I'll put them up now. Yeah, so I've had something to eat, which has consisted of carp flapjacks. Trying to desperately eke this water out until tomorrow. Get my soya mini water filter out and find another water source, because there's not, certainly at the beginning of this walk, the water sources are few and far between, so bear that in mind if you're coming to do it yourself. It's probably worth allowing for, about a litre of water, certainly if you're doing it in the summer months, probably more than a litre. Anyway, that's all by the by. Everything's fine. Pretty tired now, so I'm going to sign off. What I did do earlier on was bought a little miniature, can't find the bottle now, a little miniature Jura whiskey to enjoy this evening, to kind of knock me out and help me sleep, hopefully. So as the Welsh would say, yaki da, cheers, and I'll see you in the morning. Right, coming up to 9 AM, all packed up. Hope you can hear me over this wind. It was quite a breezy night, actually. I mean, not a strong wind, but it kept me from getting to sleep properly till about 3:30 this morning. So I've only had about 3 hours sleep. But, I can manage on that. As you see, it wasn't the best sight in the world. It was quite tussocky, but It'll do for one night. Very different day this morning. Quite cloudy. You never know, it might burn off a bit, hopefully. Right, so I'm going to be heading up in that direction and along the ridge line. And one of the first things I need to do is find some water. Right, time to head off. Very obvious point, but leave no trace as always. That's last night's camp down there. Cambrian Way, misty in the background. But this is the way forward. We're just going to come off the path for a minute. There's a little cairn. This is not named on the map. It's spot height of 461 metres. Great views. We're going up that way. I've not seen anyone basically since I left Barmouth yesterday. Saw a few people in the distance, and I was trying to find the water filter last night. Aside from that, literally nobody since Barmouth. I don't know, it's only a few miles away. Oh, well, that was a sight for sore eyes. I just got at last some water from a slightly dodgy looking puddle of pool of water over there. So I'll soil filter it. I might even boil it as well, just to be on the safe side. I've not even got to Diffwys yet. Diffwys is away up that way. But I'm glad I found some water beforehand, so I can now at least get a drink, maybe have a cup of coffee before the big climb starts. Well, it's entirely possible this could be the best cup of tea I've ever had. Wow, I've been waiting for this. Oh, that's good. I'm suitably refreshed now. Nice cup of tea, another flapjack. So, ready for the next stage, which is uphill, back there. On we go. Whew, well, maybe a little fit and out to practice, but not doing too bad. One from down there, all that wall. I think there's a flattish section at the top where I can have a breather. Oh. Well, still making progress, but things are always further in real life than on a map, aren't they? I'm sure in good weather there's nice views, but I'm not too far away from Diffwys now, maybe another couple of kilometres I think, but there's a couple of 100 metres climb. Whew, I'll get there in the end. Kendal Minkay. Oh, just an all-round fantastic idea when your energy is flagging. Right, that's the pathless trudgy bit done. I mean, I've heard it said that this is one of the toughest sections of the Cambrian Way. I can well believe it. It's just mile after mile of, it's not rocky or scrambly or anything, it's just a mile upon mile trudge, up and down, next to a dry stone wall, pretty much all of the way. But now, I'm going uphill, and we're on to Diffwys. Okay, I'm on the approach, getting a lot rockier. Diffwys, here I come. If I can stop my legs from seizing up, that is. Some quite loose boulders here, so watch your step if you're coming up. Whew, at last. Oh, at last. Diffwys. Well, you could be anywhere really. Well, that's been a slippery old time coming down from there. So that it's very misty, as you can see. It's not making for a spectacular video in terms of views from the mountains, but it's making all the rocks slick, and that scares me. I don't fancy turning my ankle or slipping and, you know, breaking a bone. So the original plan was to carry on. Llafur is up there, which I'm going to do anyway. I won't be doing the Rhinogs today, which is a shame, but, you know, it leaves them there for the future, I suppose. See, the sun's coming through to taunt me now. That's where I've just been. That's Diffless up there. Right, this is going to be the last hill of the day. It's like that. Right, I'm about halfway across a section called Eryri now. Just a bit of a narrow neck of terrain before the final haul up to the summit. Right, up there in the mist somewhere is this leather. It's time to start my final slog of the day, aside from slogging my way back down again. About 100 metres to go, I think. Oh, this last section has been a real thigh burner. Oh, nearly there. Right, this is what I assume is the summit kind of a cleffer. Right, I've got to try and make my way down to Llyn Hal now and pick up the path to the coast. Nearly down from a cleffer now. There's a path that comes here through the rocks and then down this kind of zigzag path. It's very, very loose stone, so you've got to take it slowly and carefully. We'll risk a slip. Great views opening up now though. We've left some of the mist behind. People over on Rhinog Fach there on the summit. Oh, as I say, I'm utterly exhausted now. So I'll leave those for another day. I've eventually managed to pick my way down from there. Some very dicey sections, I wouldn't advise it. Down to Llyn Hal. I have been wanting to have a swim in this, but I've not got time, so I'll just have to have a little foot paddle. Oh, that's refreshing. Oh, lovely. Well, viewers, don't know if you've worked out already, but it is several hours later. In fact, it's the next morning. So I think I left you at Llyn Hal, where I was paddling my feet. Now the path down after that was for a bit of an unfit middle-aged man like me. Was frankly an absolute killer. It was miles and miles of pain after that long walk up the hills there. I eventually managed to get down to Cwmnancol, and about after another, God, what would it be? Probably about 5 miles or so. It certainly felt like about 20. Got myself into, I think it's got Cwmnancol waterfall campsite, and they've very kindly put me up for the night, and I've had a very good sleep, several painkillers, a shower, some hot food, and I feel a whole lot better this morning. Still achy, but not too bad considering. But if you're coming down, whether you're coming from the Rhinog or the route I did, just be aware that it's rocks, it's mud, it's heather, it's bog, and for me that was a world of pain. I've got a long way before I'm up to fitness for this game. As you can see, spectacular place, very beautiful. So, I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you very much for sticking with me, if you have done. My journey back to fitness begins here, I think. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope to be back out soon.